Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and gorgeous PNC Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set. And today's starter, Mitch Keller. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ben Rice, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. That one misses. 1-0. Keller, 28 years old. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa. Rice gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. And Judge takes a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
This one in the air, center field. Cruz makes the grab, one away. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next to hit, takes outside. Inside, just missed. And that misses. And now 3-0.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Fouled off. He was late. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Man at first, one away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. That one close, ruled the ball. And that's ball 1. Two on, 1 out. On the ground, 2 ball. Connor Falefa to second, and that's 2.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back here at PNC Park, today's starting pitcher, Max Fried.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Brian Hayes leading things off and takes a strike. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 0-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Line to left. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
Brian Reynolds in the box now. No balls and a strike. That misses, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a curve is down and in. That one fouled off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One down, base is empty. Smash down the left field line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. First pitch just misses.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neal. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
That misses the zone, and the count now 2-0.
That's ball 3.
One out and a runner at second. Next offering is in for a strike. In the air, right field. Judge is there. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting fourth, catcher Joey Bart.
This is Joey Bart. A little bit low. Ball 1.
Ball 1,
Reynolds
no strike.
on at second with 2 down. Close but called a ball. 2-0.
No, that's down.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Freed out of the stretch fires, and there's the automatic. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's McCutchen. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two outs. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
1 strike.
This one in the dirt. No advance from the runners. 3-1 now. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
2 outs, bases full. Now, Tommy Pham. Check swing, appeal to first. And he won around. Just enough that time.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Ball to strike. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Out towards left center. Dominguez on the move. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Pirates leave them loaded, scoreless after 1. Top of the second, leading off, Austin Wells.
Austin Wells.
Keller back to work. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
And that one missing low. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one blasted deep to right. McCutchen raging back towards the wall. Hauls it in on the warning track. So up next, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That's in for a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. Sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Now the 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Sends it to first. Third out. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Back here in Pittsburgh, bottom of the second. And now the first baseman, Andy Rodriguez. Max Fried will go to work. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs.
That's a ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Yeah, the batter now, Jared Triolo. Swinging a foul out of play. Man at second. On the ground, out to short. Volpe throws to first in time. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Batting ninth, the shortstop,
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. And that one fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. That's a little bit low. Next offering is fouled back. Rodriguez at second with 2 down. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So they work around the leadoff double. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. That's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, and foul as it bangs off the fence.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Goes down looking. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Ball 1.
Line drive. Makes the catch for the second out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Rice stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Inside ball.
Top of the third, no score. Next offering upstairs.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Aaron Judge waiting to hit for the Yankees. Let's see if he gives them anything to hit here. Hey! Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely, it's a double and his second hit.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. That clips the corner.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Here comes a pitch. That just misses. And the count even 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Hammered, base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He reached on a walk his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Set for the bottom of the third. Brian Reynolds here. Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Check swing, called strike. Maximus notches the K.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
So digging in, O'Neal Cruz. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's Joey Bart now. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Two down, nobody on. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Judge going back on it. That's not coming back. A shot to the opposite field. The Pirates score first. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Walked his first time. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
1-0.
2 outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1. just missed. The pitch to McCutcheon.
3 balls, 1 strike.
2 outs, base is empty. Draws the walk there.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Pham, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Just off the inside edge. And now 2-1. McCutcheon, the runner at first with 2 gone. Bounce to the left side, and that chance handled. Sends it across to first. That ends the inning. Cannonball coming. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie, 37 years young. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A solo shot. His second of the year. It's 1-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
That home run certainly worthy of another look with StatCast, huh, Singy? I mean, that ball screamed out of here.
Absolutely. I mean, we only see a handful of home runs with an exit velo around 116 miles per hour, and the best we usually see in a season is somewhere in the high teens, and every couple of years somebody breaks 120 off the bat, but that's extremely rare.
Wells batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that, thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
One out, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. Fouled off down the right side. And that's way high. Ball 2. Volpe checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Wise to just eat that. Otherwise, you risk throwing it into the dugout.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Keller throws to first. Volpe dives back in safely. Ball one there. Grisham, a guy that understands the strike zone. Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And a count 2-1. Little chopper rolls foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
That's off the inside corner. And that's ball 2. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
2 outs. That one misses. 3-0. Oswaldo Cabrera in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Go ahead run on base. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Swing and a little roller right side. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at PNC Park, bottom of the 4th, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Andy Rodriguez. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Pirates showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Grisham sizes this one up, and it's caught for the out. Jared Triolo now at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Pitch misses. 1-0. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just missed.
That's out.
Fastball for a strike. That one down the line and foul ball. On the ground right side and foul ball. That one hit to right. Judge getting an angle on it. He's got it. 2 away now.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Connor Falefa stands in now and watches strike one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Now the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 0 for 2 in this one. Fought off foul. Connor Falefa stands at second with 2 gone. And downstairs.
1-1.
Way upstairs. 2-1. Out in front and foul to the left side.
I got 3 and 2.
In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. Man on second, 2 down. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Right through there, got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in Pittsburgh, we go to the top of the 5th, and now the DH, Ben Rice. Keller back to work. There's a strike.
You know, these Yankees finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. There's a reason they include runners left on base in the box score. It matters a ton, and we're seeing the impact of that again today. They've had a lot of opportunities to score without much success.
And misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here is Aaron Judge, 1 for 2. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Judge comes up empty there.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one out to right. McCutchen after it. Brings it in. And that is that. Halfway home. All even. 1 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Brian Reynolds. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
You know, these Pirates, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, in time to get him. 1 away and the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone. By the time it got to the plate, people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
O'Neal Cruz digs in now. And that one hit to first. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. So 2 down now. And here is Joey Bart. He's already homered in this game. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back. Top 6. Here is Goldschmidt. just missed. And that is out of play. That's to third. A sliding stop. Fires to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. The shortstop takes the ball. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Bart makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. All tied 1-1. New pitcher for the Yankees, Yoendrys Gomez. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Number 94, Yoendrys Gomez.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Ground ball right side. Chisholm. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here's Tommy Pham. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Fernando Cruz up and loosening in the pen. Hedrick also throwing. One down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs. Andy Rodriguez, the next Pirate to hit. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Nope.
And that's a little bit high.
Three balls, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 3-2.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. And that's way high, and it's 1-0. With the go-ahead run at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. And a foul ball. That one not close, and it's 2-1. Fouled off. He was late. The 2-2. And that just misses.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Rodriguez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Right side. Over to first. And that is the inning. Pirates leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at PNC Park, top of inning number 7. Now here's Trent Grisham. Foul ball there. Not close with that one. 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Tim Meza loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Baraki warming up as well.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
A little bit high, and it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Mitch Keller out of the game, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. They turn things over to the southpaw, Tim Meza. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. He is struck out, and he is walked. Meza, a 6'3" lefty. He features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Nice grab. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera. First offering, and it just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one just misses the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good eye right there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Laser could be trouble. Cabrera around third. He'll score easily.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
It's Aaron Judge now. He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out. He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
That one the other way. And that's down. A base hit. Rice rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass to push that run across.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tim Meza won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New pitcher on here, Carmen Majinski.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-1.
That's Goldie for you. He tends to make it bats look like batting practice from time to time. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 down, and stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a strike. Yo, 1. Late with the swing there.
0-2.
And they'll do it again. Two outs. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. And that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And that's a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next for New York, Anthony Volpe.
0-1.
And it's even up. Wells on at second with 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Man at second. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
0-2.
That's outside. And now 3-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. But not before 5 cross the plate, with a big blow being this 3-run homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the 7th. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Foul ball. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That
One
misses.
ball,
Now
2 strikes.
1-2. That one just misses.
Very close pitch there, and that was a big one. Clearly, he thought he got the inside corner on the mound, and he's showing his frustration a little bit.
Here's a 2-2. And that's in the dirt. Line drive. Jump throw. Got him. Nice play. So digging in, Key Brian Hayes. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. And a curve misses outside, ball one.
Two balls, two strikes.
Stays alive. Two on the way. Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. On its way to the corner. And that will drop foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at-bat.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Ball, that's just out.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next one misses, and the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now here is O'Neal Cruz. First pitch, and he just misses. Man on second, 2 down.
Hey.
In for a strike. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again. That misses. 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
In the air, right side. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double as a run scores.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Bart in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Two outs and one in scoring position. And that's down and away.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
And it's fouled away.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. Yankees 6 and the Pirates 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andrew Heaney.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1. Ball, that's in.
On the ground to short, Connor Falefa. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Man at first, nobody out. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one finds the zone. 0-2. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Dennis Santana preparing to come on if needed. Ferguson, the power lefty, up as well. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. And up next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Just missed. Grisham, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. one fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike. Just off the outside corner, and it's 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Rice in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
No strikes.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Hayes makes the catch, and that is that. The Yanks lead one. They lead it 6-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the right fielder, Andrew McCutchen. Just missed. And that one pulled foul. And there's the strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Outside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. On to first, got him. One away on the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Pham in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz appears to be getting loose. The Pirates down by 4 near the bottom half of the 8th inning. Checked his swing on the 1-0 and appeal to first. And yes, he offered at it. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Grisham makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting first baseman, Andy Rodriguez.
2 outs, base is empty. Andy Rodriguez, the next Pirate to hit. And that
ball, that
skips
close.
in the dirt. Right through there for a strike. Ripped to short. Over to Goldie. That's the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the ninth in this one. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Heaney back to work. Judge rips that one. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throws to second, and that's a leadoff double.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And the slider just misses. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Justin Lawrence loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Holderman getting cranked up as well. Ground ball scooped up Key Bryant Hayes. Hayes to first. Now one gone in the ninth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And a ground ball to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And they get Goldschmidt for the out. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 4 with a double.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. 2 outs with a runner at third. In the air out towards right center. McCutchen has it sized up. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. So one hit is all they get. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Yankees 6 and the Pirates 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Fernando Cruz. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo.
Second baseman, Jared Triolo.
On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Grisham under it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting. The short.
Up next for the Pirates, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. And that's in the dirt.
Ball, 1 strike.
And now
Nope,
2-1
inside,
after that
0-2.
missed inside. The Yankees leading by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. One down, base is empty. And it remains 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Just off the outside edge. Out towards right center field. Judge makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting.
So they're down to their final out. Key Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. That one ripped. Back there. Tattooed and gone. He circles the bases, and they're chipping away. It's 6-3.
To see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Fernando Cruz departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Devin Williams. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. So now here's the DH, Brian Reynolds. And there's a strike. Yankees up by 3. No question about this one. It's out of here. Ryan Reynolds leaves the yard. His 2nd homer of this series, and they close the gap. It's 6-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
2 down, bases empty. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. First pitch misses. And another ball.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That one misses, and it's 3-0.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
And there's ball 4. And
Ball
that'll
4.
bring the tying run to the plate.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bart, the next to hit, takes outside.
You know, the 2-out walk, got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Out front, rip foul. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
Boog, that wasn't even close. You know, sometimes a guy will barely miss the zone and hit someone, but right there, he completely lost the handle, and that's when it gets a little scary.
McCutchen in the box now, takes strike 1.
0-1's the count.
2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And there it is.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.